This isn't just a scandal, this is a meltdown so big, it's dragging new celebrities into the blast zone. Sean Diddy Combs, he's not just in hot water, he's boiling. And now Cardi B's name has been pulled into his courtroom chaos. We're talking federal charges, courtroom laughter, and a defense strategy that's starting to look like a real housewives reunion. And the moment the judge actually laughed out loud, yeah, you'll want to hear that. Let's catch you up fast. Diddy, once music mogul, now courtroom regular, is facing federal charges that could put him away for decades. Prosecutors say racketeering, trafficking, conspiracy, the whole alphabet soup of serious crime. So, what does his defense team do? They drop Cardi B's name like she's Exhibit A. Not because she's charged, she's not, but because they're trying a What About Her move that flopped harder than a bad remix. Alright, legal tea first, drama second. So, let's start with the basics. What exactly is Diddy facing? Prosecutors stacked him with federal charges, and these aren't minor. We're talking about the Mann Act, a law over a century old that was originally used to stop trafficking across state lines. Fun fact, this same law was famously used against boxing legend Jack Johnson back in 1913, and more recently it was part of the arsenal against R. Kelly. So yeah, it's got history, and it usually doesn't end well for the defendant. Then there's racketeering under RICO. That's the government's big hammer. Think of it like this. If prosecutors believe your business is basically a front for crime, they slap on RICO. It's the same law used to take down mob families in the 80s. And yes, they love using it on celebrities too. Tekashi 69? Hit with RICO. Irv Gotti? RICO. It's the charge that turns your entourage into a crime family in the eyes of the court. And here's the most dangerous part. Prosecutors are saying this wasn't some wild weekend gone wrong. They're describing a system, a business model, a years-long pattern of abuse wrapped in contracts, money, and influence. Think less bad boy for life and more Netflix villain you cancel halfway through season 1 because he's just too toxic. And when his lawyers tried to argue it was all just lifestyle choices, the courtroom practically rolled its eyes because lifestyle doesn't cover racketeering. That's like saying, yeah, I didn't pay my taxes, but it's just my lifestyle. Spoiler, doesn't fly. That's when they reached for the wildest play yet, tossing Cardi B's name into the mix. Here's how Cardi got dragged in. Diddy's team argued he's being selectively prosecuted. Basically, why is my client here when other celebrities party too? And their Exhibit A? Cardi B's past. They pointed to her old confessions from her stripper days, the drugging, the robbing stories she's already addressed, and threw it into court like, see, why isn't she on trial? But here's the legal reality. Prosecutors don't play whataboutism. They play, what can we prove in court? And Cardi's not a defendant, so not only did the move flop legally, it backfired publicly. Instead of headlines about Diddy's defense, it became, Diddy throws Cardi B under the bus. And if you know Cardi, you know she doesn't exactly do quiet clapbacks. Her team immediately pushed back. Keep her name out of your mouth. She is not co-starring in this courtroom drama. Fans went wild. Some called Diddy's move desperate. Others joked Cardi should sue. Me? I'm just waiting for a diss track titled Objection Sustained. But here's where we shift. Dragging Cardi didn't just hurt Diddy's PR, it showed the court his team is scrambling. And judges hate desperation. Inside court, things got surreal. Picture this. Prosecutors laying out racketeering, trafficking, organized crime. Heavy stuff. And then, Diddy's lawyer blurts out, what about Cardi B? The courtroom, silent for a beat. Then the judge actually laughed. Not smirked, not chuckled politely. He laughed, leaned back, shook his head, and basically said with his body language, are you kidding me right now? That laugh was brutal, because if the judge doesn't take your argument seriously, neither will a jury. On paper, this was just a bail hearing. But in reality, it was a public demolition of Diddy's defense strategy. His team didn't look like seasoned attorneys. They looked like gossip columnists trying to deflect blame. And prosecutors knew it. They doubled down, calling Diddy's entire operation organized crime energy. Those 3 words, that's a death sentence in jury psychology, because jurors don't picture a flashy mogul dancing in shiny suits anymore. They picture Al Capone, Pablo Escobar, the mob, and let's be honest, if you were a juror sitting there, wouldn't you think, wait, why are we suddenly talking about Cardi B? Aren't we here to decide if Diddy broke federal law? That confusion alone makes the defense look sloppy. Meanwhile, outside the courthouse, it was pure circus. Fans chanting, paparazzi shoving, and on Twitter, the Barda gang went nuclear with memes. Leave our girl out of it. Diddy built bad boy records, not bad excuses. So while Diddy's lawyers tried to spin, the internet had already rendered its verdict. Desperate. Now here's where it gets juicy: the fallout. For Diddy, this was catastrophic. Every time his lawyers pull a stunt like this, it chips away at what's left of his empire. Sponsors and collaborators may not issue press releases, but they ghost fast. Do you really think brands want to be linked to RICO charges and Cardi B drama in the same headline? Not a chance. We've seen it before. R. Kelly, Kanye West after certain controversies, even Johnny Depp at his lowest point. The industry hits pause until the dust clears. And right now, for Diddy, the dust cloud is a full-on hurricane. For Cardi? Ironically, this might be a glow-up. She gets to play the unfairly smeared victim. And if history tells us anything, fans love rallying behind that. Remember when Megan Thee Stallion faced endless rumors during her trial with Tory Lanez? Her fan base doubled down, and her streams went up. So let's be real, Cardi isn't losing here. She might milk this for sympathy, streams, or even a diss track. Imagine her dropping a single with the hook. Your Honor, I object. Would break the internet. And let's speculate for a second. If this becomes the new normal, where celebrity lawyers start dragging other celebs into court as a defense tactic, Hollywood better brace itself. Because today it's Cardi. Tomorrow? Who knows? Drake lyrics pulled up as evidence. Kim Kardashian's old reality clips played in court. Beyoncé called as a character witness. The justice system isn't just colliding with pop culture anymore, it's basically collabing. And the remix is chaos. So what's next on this messy timeline? Diddy's trial is the big hurdle. His bail hearings have already gone south, and that Cardi B stunt made him look less credible, not more. Judges hate wasted time, and pointing to another celebrity screams desperation. Cardi? She'll probably double down on statements, maybe throw shade in a track, but she's not a target here. If anything, she walks away with more fan loyalty and a free storyline for her next album rollout. And us, we're staring down what could be one of the wildest, most unpredictable celebrity trials in years. Forget Netflix, the courtroom's got all the content you need. So yeah, Diddy's defense right now looks less like Harvard Law and more like Love and Hip Hop reunion special. And if this strategy somehow works, I'm filing a motion to dismiss my parking tickets on the grounds of whataboutism. But what do you think? Is Diddy really out here with a strategy? Or is this just the PR stunt to end all PR stunts? And should Cardi clap back harder, or just sit back and let him implode? Drop your take in the comments. I'm reading them all. And hit subscribe. We've got more legal tea than a Kardashian divorce lawyer. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's next.